don't suppose you've changed your mind, strange? Stay back! Oh, wait. Perhaps it was fate you met me here. Are you now? How wonderful. I thought I heard rumblings about a new asset. You don't look like much, but I'd be glad. Look here, I need your help. I injured myself attempting to obtain files at the estate, on the cliffs above. They were meticulously kept by a vigilant living there before the war. My employers need them at once. One file is in the tram station, in a locker. I've overheard some ominous clanging coming from there of late, so you ought to be on your guard. The other's in the vigilance private suite in the mansion, though you'll need to contend with those miserable scrappers first to get it. No progress? Gathering data is paramount to him. I've been watching and waiting like a seasoned mantisaur, hunting its prey. That's just as valid as running into the You insufferable! Silly old fool, coming here without aid. Be lucky to leave here alive.
Best get Adrena time for it. Somebody...
Ready to waste them. On your command.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself. I hope your words are true, for carnage is a more than apt descriptor today. I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an arbiter, I would care to acquire proof. We operate under the Sovereign's indefatigable will. Thus, we do not need proof. But my training was somewhat unique in that it emphasized the value of thorough investigation. Let us comb the remnants of this. I cannot help but feel a pang for these people. As in any further very well.
Yeah.
Is that? Yes, that's an incisor, all right. Could have been saved if they simply hadn't deviated from the paradigm. Salutations. Let's hear it. Seems this base has seen... Was there anything remarkable about it? Thorough destruct... Did you have anything else? I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of a superior force. Assuming there was a superior force. An apt theory, yet there are no signs of a large force's egress. That auto-mechanicals would fall in the camp's Did you notice anything interesting about it? Meaning its combat protocols were active for quite some time before it was destroyed. You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? Although I'm no ballistics expert, the death wounds on the corpses appear to match those inflicted by an auto. Have any theories about the automechs that did this? My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised? I may have a strong theory, but it's too convenient. I submit that the refugees predominantly used the local shortwave tower to control their automechs. The saboteur commandeered it. The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to... Agreed. I do believe that relay is of Protectorate make. I hypothesize that they used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to... After the Vox relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the... Theorized. I knew this was an ex-Protectorate encampment, but wasn't sure it was a sentinel's doing until this moment. Now with that finished, we... Hold. Something...
Armed and ready.
Return, bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms!
Looks like a fight.
I couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for...
My claw's always scratched.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
That was a hardy engagement. You held your own, These automechs will... I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone.
Think they made the statue big enough?
Just heard back. The higher-ups finally decided to just bury the corpse.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you? It ain't.
Salutations once more.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison? If you were running a less-than-legal group, would you want everyone knowing your agents? Lots of folks in Subra, if their identities somehow got out, those friends and family are suddenly going to look like much juicier targets. It's safer for everyone. Oh, sure. No, I ain't got any fancy booze for our in-house drunkard. And if he wants to know if I do, he should come and ask me himself. Always. For example, there's some kind of hoity-toity collector type parked upstairs. Supposedly, she's willing to sell some of her collection if you impress her.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. We managed to accomplish our goals.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Just trust me and go give it a look.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses. My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body. Though, when it comes to Protectorate arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight.
Yes. Yes, it was. I'd hoped to be proven wrong, but vindication has cemented my resolve. I shall uncover what happened, no matter what.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with...
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside if you would. There's something I'd care.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
How about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct link from Bastion. Middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for
Relax.
my applause.
You're among
You're
friends.
jealous of
You've
my
done us
charms.
a kindness, friend.
Yeah,
Got my respect, stranger.
If I ever see you around here again, I'll say thanks.
As it happens, standing in Arbiter.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, during our investigation I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek the true killer of my mentor, the Sub-Ro. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I do not know your allegiance, and accordingly shall not speculate. Utilizing one of our craft for independent purposes would have rendered me conspicuous. I knew Sub Rosa would offer steady transport as long as I paid their exorbitant fees, but I neither trust them nor have the funds to continue. I hold my word in highest regard. Were I to pledge allegiance to you, the pact would be I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? My weight? You seem to have confused me for a lackadaisical foot soldier. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty Excellent!
Fine. But if this uptight tin can swings that hammer anywhere near me, there's gonna be trouble. I was afraid of this. Remember to duck if he starts swinging, all right?
Let us be off, Commander. It seems the Order was unprepared to receive refugees in the sheer number, but it is the refugees that arrest my attention more than their would-be handlers. Any who leave the Protectorate fold deserve punishment. Though some of my fellows would disagree, I believe killing them would be too extreme. Mental refreshment would be more fitting for those who folded instead of fighting. Would that all subjects were as devoted as I. My feelings aside, I shall not judge them, owing to our bargain. Certainly, I consider myself an open tome. Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice. Less justice and... Why? He is of the matriarch's direct lineage. I'm pleased I could elucidate. Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an Arbiter needs nothing. An Arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad. As the Protectorate's most elite, we protégés needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Alas. Sneer all you like, but our society has operated in this Ask, and I shall answer.
If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection. Though you shall not prevent sporting. That's an impress. No, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my... Greetings again. You may have defeated... In the wake of my defeat, I've heard battle sprats. Behold...
Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
That tremendous statue is of Matriarch Alexandra Varick, founder of the Protectorate. I'm shocked the traitors haven't defaced it.
Looks like we're in for a hike.
I am primed to punish. Rose me. My injuries are not superficial.
How are you still upright over there? Looks like we're in for a hike.
None shall stand against us! At your word, I shall charge! Your judgment has found you! Assist me, will you? My death would be a stain on both of us!
Commander, what? Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal. I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you. Your insides are leaking outside, Commander.
May whatever we speak freely.
Slippery piece of scrap. No offense to Val? Anyway. Sure.
I think.
Penis anyway. Sure.
With a few buckets of bleach, some combustible fluid, and a pouch to salt. With a few buckets of bleach, some combustible fluid, and a pouch to salt the earth, this mountainside would be good as new. I shall not stay.
That's a bad company.
Our commander hangs for a friend. Right, that's
I shall not stay your execution.
Malefactor ahead.
Our commander has...
Need a better response. Give the order and I'll take care of him. Ain't nothing there.
Got twitchy feet.
You might take hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about. Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
Unlock it.
Hostiles near.
Who there?
Prosecute me! You must keep your blood within, Commander!
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Not getting up without help, Commander!
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Who there?
Who's that?
To battle! will you? My death
ain't recharged. Give the word and I'll take care of him, Commander.
You have my thanks and my...
Let's hit me in. Help me out.
Is it time for Adrena time?
None shall stand against us! Our commander hangs from a thread!
There's my Adrena!
Assist me, will you? My death would be a stain on which...
Ready to waste. On your command.
Realize you're about
There, a misbegotten.
Your vitals look grim, Commander. I despise asking for aid. And yet
Join initiative.
Don't make me bury another agent.
There's my Adrena time! See you! Adrena time?
Let me know when you need a distraction. Get me in. Help me out.
your execution.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Hey, got a distraction for you.
Over here. Behold him ahead. Not getting up without help.
You have my thanks.
No offense
and
to
my hammer.
any. Need something?
All aboard! What? You were thinking it too.
Much like everything in Golden Ridge, this building is long past its heyday.
this window.
Cobwebs in the attic.
Don't like it.
These strangers. Should rip them out, shatter them, transfer them with ourselves.
Yes, yes! Grab an order glass scrawler next outing. They'll display us in a standing before we cut them up.
On your toe.
Prosecuting! Viscerally! Trust me, my injuries are not superficial.
A drink!
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Have a blast! Realize you're gonna die, right?
Show your card, get a drink of time.
I'll find them!
Just give me the time.
You have my thanks and my humiliating. Lethally. You must keep your blood within, Commander.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
You have my thanks
Being this
and
close to
my
DeVries. Anyway, need something, Commander?
There is a strange sort of humor in the...
With a few buckets of bleach, some combustible fluid, and a pouch to salt the earth, this mountainside would be good as new.
Ah, you've returned in one piece. Did you, perchance, acquire those, keep your voice... Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. My handlers will be mighty pleased with these, indeed. Old Spider is mighty good at keeping secrets. All I can divulge is that valuable data, like this here, always paves the way to lucrative business ventures. Ah, bother. Just when I thought I mastered the art of speaking cryptically. You're quicker on the uptake than I expected. Anyhow, here's your payment for a job well done. And since you're apparently known to others in Sub Rosa, I suppose I can add a bit of knowledge on top. Been watching the Scrappers for a while. They stick to raids, nothing big or risky. All the same, they caught the attention of a Sentinel. Imagine they were being brought to heel. Sentinels work in secret, but someone somewhere gave the Scrappers word that he was coming and bringing trouble with him. The Protectorate'll do anything to bring defectors to heel. They're getting desperate. Lucky for this lot. Now to patch... Now to patch myself up and return home. Come on, Spider. Gather your energy.
Oh.
Got a bad feel about this line, hon.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to Howard?
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Laureate Council. She will raise humanity.
Greetings! I heard tell that you aided Spider in his little reconnaissance venture at the Guardian Estates. Between the two of us, I sent him out there to get him to cease jabbering about his glory days. Feast thine eye!
My noggin sure is sore.
Can't say I'm fond of the... Look, I'm not with Ann...
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones.
I'll try not to sneak.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return?
Any luck with the Sprat hunt?
Algorithmic dissonance? Don't even let me sound at it. How could something be incalculable? The very idea is preposterous.
Some people think soup doesn't qualify as a meal. Those people are incorrect.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
Inspection remains advised. Newly introduced invasive species.
What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order? The Consul tried to kill presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar.
Matriarch's mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side.
I suppose I can give you the time of day.
Try not to deviate from the norm. Where do we go now? Where do we go now?
Situation will improve.
Stop with the predictions. You don't even know multivariable calculus.
Yes.
Well, if the Archivist said so, I suppose I can... As the assigned provisioner, I am You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. The Order of the Ascendant. If I can help others with the great disruption, appreciate you.
What happened to this place?
Oh.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
The seer predicted imminent danger to the exclusion zone. In the interest of safety, the displaced must leave.
Well, the displaced are the ones taking that risk, on the grounds the predictions can be false.
The displaced are under the Order's care, and the Order should decide what is best for them. Hence why we need the help of an outsider. Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands. Speak on then.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
Order predictions are steadily improving in accuracy and scope. Someday, they'll provide us a clear map of our shared future.
See that? They get more than a touch. You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
Her mission is to uplift and enlighten.
She's indoctrinating, not helping us. Can't you see the difference?
Point taken.
You actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
If the Provisioner's booked up, I say redeploy another egghead at the matter.
It's less of an issue of personnel as it is of safety. Contrary to your assumptions, we do care about your collective and individual well-being.
I'm all ears, Mediator.
I understand he is rather short-handed.
Yeah. Someone should get right on that, huh? Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis?
Do you find this concession acceptable?
I'm not convinced. Resources are one thing. We still need the exclusion zone.
The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire Sub-Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd, and I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help. Unproductive is one thing. Paid Donnybrooks with surrogate fighters is, well, collapsed. But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure, more of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty. People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established order construction guidelines. By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands. Well, if this is the fate that was augured, then I will not complain, though it goes against my very nature. Please, be safe. That's all I ask.
Not to worry, Ministrant. The exclusion zone is our problem now. Here. You stay out of trouble. We'll try and do the same.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict within April to margin of error that our situation's
Stop it with the predictions. You don't even know multivariable calculus.
just trying to cheer you up.
I communicated anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what it...
Complete lunchtime fulfillment. It has arrived.
Architect. I hope this is...
This is the Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep moving.
Perhaps it would be advantageous to... Do you have a specific matter requiring discussion with me that can... That's not... Yes, making a final decision over what to prioritize in the construction of this. Correct? In this case, standardized algorithms, which includes a Poisson. Unfortunately, I find and thus, my dilemma. Many, unfortunately. Auntie's human soldiery... In summary... Many and varied. Alas, I lack the resources and time. I appreciate your input, though. Despite that being said, we shouldn't need another trench line. Our analysis, however, there is a vanishingly slim chance that perhaps it would be advantageous to... No, that won't function optimally. Or we could...
Please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
We regret to inform you, Serene manufactures.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zerania Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Yet, how do I know you're not one of their number? An advanced party sent to cajole me into swinging free open the gate. What our consumerist rivals lack in intellectual rigor, they readily make up for in subterfuge and guile. Anyone can name drop our supreme calculator. Might as well say your close personal friend. Factor Maitadier here. You claim you were invited. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Oh, and I see you have a Protectorate Arbiter with you as well. Of course.
Your casual method of address has been noted. Consider yourself thankful that present company stays my wrath. Some.
All within the Order are equal parts of the equation. It is functionally useless to imply greater influence. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the Abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. Initial evidence looks rather conclusive. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. An understandable perspective. I fear I must concur. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you were on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results. May fate and fortune converge.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of uranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I need to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero credit beforehand. The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just look at this mess. That explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require extraordinary, fastidiousness.
Little good that's doing us now. Little good that'll do us when Antes arrives. Probably not best for me to talk with you.
Layperson.
Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at once.
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over?
Yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. I oversee this manufactory and all personnel, including those here under false pretenses. Apparently like this Initiate Alva. It's plainly obvious what her story is. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. I am so pleased a reliable party is actively engaged. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she is no longer a problem. We're still in lockdown, so I take it you... I suppose...
Now, this is important. Would you describe the variety? When it attacked, how much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Two exempt. I suppose I could spare
No lectures,
0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Investigator. Factors. Factor said head on in.
Investigator?
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
The circumstances proceed to...
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Could that be a Protectorate Arbiter? And someone else? Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Since you haven't, I do hope you've reconsidered. Or that you find her single-minded belief I'm to blame here as equally mystifying as I do. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over. You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we work folk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. Well, you know the type, surely. Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us in it. Was that reassuring enough? Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Always account for standard deviation. Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by them, though.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello, I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here. And I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different. You suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open in such times, I suppose. Now, I believe you had an update.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? Well, dear, it's simply logical. I knew such evidence must exist, since I knew I didn't do this. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair investigator in me wonders about Proctor Svoboda. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think? Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores.
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs. Part of me would like to tease you right now and say, you're not very good at cards, are you, dear? But if you're still on the fence about me, I shouldn't want to tip you over. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
May all your endeavors add to the equation. May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiate. Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
None shall stand against us! Let me know when you need it. At your word, I shall charge! Prepare for... You're hurt, Commander! Steel yourself! Get me in! Help me out! I knew you had my back. The idea is to kill them before you die. You have my thanks and my hammer.
Over here. Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you? Of course. I am now able to... Strange question, but yes. All command... Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured. May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
Taking punitive action. Hit what in the where now? I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Factor's been in there a while.
It is difficult for me to tell how strange Alva's situation is relative to anything else within the Order. It all seems equally inexplicable.
suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by. What else will this... Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of... Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, tremendous. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Ah, you're back. I see my choice in you. Serenium overflow venting has returned to a non... With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be... You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. I am greatly...
Always account for standard deviation.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow. May all your theories prove true.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Hello, dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party, so I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance, you are far more capable than some...
I am a dedicated agent of the Order. I am Marisol Delgado.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one...
Marisol's fine, thank you, dear.
Is Commander not a cool enough moniker? What about the Scallywag? No?
I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who if there are...
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate.
That you are who you are. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda. I cannot be part...
A wise cap. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Not that I was relishing the idea, but you provided other options. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. What a nice and thoughtful thing to say, dear. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but beggars and choosers. What is it?
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look. This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors. The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though.
Very well. I shall return to my quarter.
Excellent. Well...
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I recognize you've done right by us here today, and
So, Abbot Newell sent you to my manufactory to lower tensions with Auntie's choice, I take it. Have you tried talking with them directly? Well, sometimes that level of directness is required. I'm not advocating that in this situation, however. The Order has been made out to be in the wrong here. It would be a shame for hostilities to reignite before we find out who's responsible. Inquire away. I may even respond. Sometimes with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nipping it in the bud beforehand? Between covert and overt means? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine? Just a mite less homicidal. Some were proprietary. Suppose you can ask. Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years. I see you're not going to let this lie, are you? Fine. Suppose I'll elaborate. Slightly. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. My role there, you may recall, was head intercessor. I was tasked to influence pivotal events, to keep the solving of the equation on track. Something occurred. I needed to step off the board a while. To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed prudent. Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took off. Do you now? Let's hear it. Another crack like that, and you might just find out. Our department employed a variety of methods to obviate hindrances and threats to the Order's efforts. We were considered wardens of the grand plan, helping correct it when needed. All of us are part of the plan. We follow the path intended for us by the architect. We should, at least. Now and then, some push back against their path, but it never ends well. Corrections can take time. Even delay in... May the plan...
May all our efforts add to the equation.
Do try to limit further damage. Go for torpification.
Drop their bones! Get a Trinitar!
One less thing to worry about.
Join initiative.
Commander, watch your vitals! Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Proceeding to attack. Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Suffered extensive damage. Apologies, but don't charge. There be none. Locking them down. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say whip.
Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Central put. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Torpificator is charged. on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Ain't nothing there.
Combatant scan.
Combat!
Over here. We hole in the head.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Need a better spot!
Consider self-preservation a priority.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Knew you had my back.
Wonder what we'll find in here.